Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Allie. Actually, yesterday, first of all, yesterday was my birthday. This is gonna say birthday book haul. I didn't get any of these on my birthday. It just makes me feel a little less guilty for having bought them in the first place. But yes, yesterday was my birthday. I am a Gemini. Not sure if that's a good or bad thing for you, but there it is. I also share a birthday with Prince. Yes, the Prince. We are Gemini twins, so wish him a happy birthday as well. But I changed my channel name to this. It's supposed to say like, all I do is read. But my name is pronounced Allie, so it's like, Allie do is read. It's very awkward. I don't know exactly what else to name my channel because a couple people found my channel because it's my name and I just got a little uncomfortable. So there it is. My apologies. But for the OG followers, you'll always remember when my channel name was Allie Sears. It's like a little inside joke we have now. So I have a birthday haul and there are quite a few books here. Quite a few. First off, I have Scythe. I can't remember if I showed this to you or not in any other book hauls. I tried watching them today. My husband awkwardly walked in while I was watching myself on camera, which is just not a good look. Not a good look. But yeah, this is Scythe by Neil Schusterman. I guess it's technically sci-fi because it's about in the future there are scythes, these things that go around and they control the population because no one dies. So I'm not sure how they figure out who is next on the list, but they go around, you know, kicking people in the bucket. What? You'll recognize the next few from the TBRs I've made. I'm not including any of the ones like Book Lovers or I Kiss Shara Wheeler that I've recently done vlogs on, but I have The Children on the Hill by Jennifer Mcmahon. This is a thriller, I believe, but it's loosely based on Frankenstein. I can never get that word right. I don't know how closely it follows it, or it's just kind of they talk about it a lot, but it's about this woman in the present and she runs a podcast. These children go missing like they did way back in the day, and I think she might have been involved with it. I think there's two timelines here, but there's also like monsters. I don't understand what's happening. However, I'm interested. Then You Made a Fool of Death with Your Beauty by Ayamedi. I am so excited to read this. I hear this is messy and taboo. It's about a woman who lost her husband 5 years ago and now she's finally ready to put herself out there. That's all I know about it, but somehow it's messy and taboo. So I'm very intrigued to find out what happens. Then Emma Straub's This Time Tomorrow. I'm sure you've seen this going around. This is a sort of sci-fi about, it's kind of like a 13 going on 30 situation, but kind of mixed. The main character, Alice, is actually 40 and she goes back in time and she lives her life with all of the knowledge she has as an adult. I've seen mixed reviews. Most people just think this is okay, but I love anything kind of about time travel. I love it, so. And then The City of Orange by David Yoon. This is also sci-fi. It's about a man who wakes up in an unknown landscape, injured and alone, and he has to navigate his surroundings. I've seen some reviews saying that it's really slow paced, but I really like that, and I think it plays a lot on what's reality or like what is a mirage, what is in my head, etc., etc. I do have an ARC, Our Crooked Hearts by Melissa Albert. This comes out actually June 2022. I don't know when, in a couple of weeks I'm guessing. I have plans on reading this very soon. There are two timelines in here as well, two perspectives between a mother and a daughter, and I think we go back in time to when the mother is a teenager. And I think it's about witchcraft. This is a random book I saw on TikTok. It's called The Obsession by Jessie Q Sutanto. Never heard of it, never even seen it, so it's probably gonna be bad, but I couldn't resist. I don't even know when this was published. Oh, 2021, yeah, never seen this. If you've read this, let me know how it is. Then I got, you probably saw me hold this up in one of my Asian readathons, but this is Death in Our Hands by Atasan Mashfig. And actually this is the author of My Year of Rest and Relaxation. I think it's a totally different vibe. I don't know very much about this and I don't want to. I want to go in completely not knowing anything. I think it's about, she finds like a dead body. That's all I know. Then I got this beautiful book. It's called Slewfoot. It's a Tale of Bewitchery by Brahm. Is that a name? I don't know. I first heard about this because it became available on my library's audio books. And so I got it and I didn't even listen to it, but I was like, oh, maybe I'll just buy it. So I bought it and I'm so glad I did because look how cool this is, just in shape. But also, if I had read the audiobook or listened to the audiobook, I would have never known that there's a whole bunch of imagery in here, like pictures and drawings. I have absolutely no idea what this is about, except that it's a tale of bewitchery. Then I got something that everyone has been reading lately and everyone has been absolutely loving, 5 stars out of the park, Pachinko by Minji Lee. This is historical fiction, which yes, does intimidate me. I don't really know what it's about, except for that it's a magisterial epic of 4 generations of poor, proud immigrant family, and I think it takes place mostly in the 1900s in Korea. I think you guys saw me open this, but it's Darling Girl by Liz Michaelsky. I haven't really heard anyone's review on this, but I think it's a Peter Pan retelling where Peter might be evil. Oh, I still have so many books. Okay, so I have Dress Codes for Small Towns by Courtney Stevens. This is a book that I've always seen at the library and I've just never picked it up. And I thought, hey, what the hell? Let's do it. I think it's YA contemporary. Then I got Chevy Bane, a novel by Douglas Stewart. This was Douglas Stewart's debut novel and it won the Man Booker Prize. This year, he wrote Young Mungo, and I see a lot of people comparing it to Chevy Bane because I think there's a lot of themes that coincide in both of the books, but I really want to read Chevy first. This is another library influence, which is so stupid. If I get the library book, why don't I just read the library book? Why do I have to buy it? Don't ask me. This is The Witches of New York by Amie Mckay, and again, don't know much about it except for there's witches in New York. But I think this might be more potentially humorous or just a story about female friendship. I could be totally wrong. This is one I got at Barnes & Noble just the other day. It's called My Mother, She Killed Me, My Father, He Ate Me. There are 40 new fairy tales. It's an anthology. And these are some of the authors. The only names that really pop out to me that I know are Neil Gaiman, Shelley Jackson, Joyce Carol Oates. That's probably it. But I absolutely love fairy tales. And then I got The 5th Season by N.K. Jemisin. Oof, I'm nervous. I think this is high fantasy, but people have been blown away by this. People who aren't even fantasy fans. I honestly have no idea what it's about except for that there's like seasons of living, and if like an earthquake happens, it creates this 5th season that is dangerous for people. I don't know, but I hear that the last bit is heart-wrenching, so I'm kind of nervous. I feel like a lot of you have probably read this, but I got the Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires by Grady Hendrix. I think this is a vampire story where the vampire isn't like hot or like sexy, or at least he's not a good guy, and I'm kind of excited to read this, mostly just so I can be on everyone else's level. And you know what's crazy? I didn't even realize this, but I bought My Best Friend's Exorcism, which is also by Grady Hendrix. So now I have some of his collection. I did get Daughter of the Moon Goddess by Sulin Tan. I'm excited to read this. I know there have been mixed reviews, and a lot of people say that if you get past the halfway point, it'll be worth it because then it gets, oh my gosh, so good. Excited to read this, and I'm excited to be patient and get through the halfway point. That's what I'm excited for. Because there have been some people who really didn't like it and then they finish the book and they give it 5 stars. So I got The Change by Kristen Miller, and this is also a witch story, and it's about women who are going through menopause, I think, except I think they get extra powers. So it sounds like it could potentially be humorous. I'm hoping for a fun time. We'll see. Oh, I should have held this up while I was doing The Children on the Hill, but I got 2 copies of Frankenstein. I got this one, but I accidentally got it from like Book Depository, which takes forever to get to me. And I was trying to read it for a book club. And so then I picked up this one from Amazon. How cool is this cover? Unfortunately, both of these are the 1831 version, and I think you're supposed to want the 1818, which is the original Mary Shelley version. Although I think the 1831 was edited by Mary Shelley, so if anyone has information on the differences between the 1818 version, I think there's also an 1820 something version and the 1832 version, let me know. Oh my gosh, then I got a Penelope Douglas book. So I read quite a few Penelope Douglas's. Credence, obviously, just for curiosity. And wow. I also read Punk 57 and I loved that book. That was one of the best surprises of 2021 for me. Also Birthday Girl, which is also really good. And so I was very curious to read Tristic's Venom. This is a sapphic bully romance. I don't usually like bully romances. However, Punk 57 was a bully romance and I loved it. But it's a thick one. Like, damn. It was published in 2021, so we'll see. We'll see how it is. I'm curious, and I think her books are independently published. Why did I just say it like that? Which, you know, sometimes I'm hesitant about because I can be judgy. However, I liked some of her other books in the past, so. And even Credence, which, you know, I don't love, it was entertaining as hell. So I'm hoping for a fun time. I feel like I've said that 17 times already. I also got Ace of Spades by Frida, Abique, Ayamedi. I don't know if I said that correctly. This sounds really fun. It's about like a private school situation and the main characters are gunning for like school president or prefect or something like that. It's giving me Shara Wheeler vibes, which I was dying for. That was like the best part of that book for me, was the academic like, ugh. The twist in this is that there's someone anonymously texting everyone. So it's like Gossip Girl or Pretty Little Liars. I don't know if it's gonna go to the murder route or just be more like Gossip Girl contemporary. But yeah, I've heard great things about this. Then House at the Bottom of the Lake by Josh Mallardman. I don't know what it's about at all, and I don't want to read the back because I'm gonna find out while I'm reading. Some people absolutely hated this, but there are some people who 5-starred this book, and looking at the rest of what they like and didn't like, I think I might really like this too. So if you've read this, let me know how you feel. And I think that's also a similar vibe to The Last House on Needless Street by Catriona Ward. I feel like a lot of people like this, or like there's a good twist or something. Again, I know nothing. I don't want to know anything about it. I got Extosia by Claire Legrand. No, I'm not done. I can't believe it either. I got Extosia. Honestly, the cover just really stood out to me. Plus it's a witch story, because it says witch right there, and I love a good witch story, obviously. I don't really know what it's about or when it takes place, but judging by her outfit, I have a feeling it's gonna be like in the witch burning times. When is that? I have no idea. What is history? What does that play? The Crucible. Kind of in that time frame. Then I got House of Leaves. This is a book, I'm sure you all know what it's about if you haven't read it, but it's one of the weirdest book ever published and ever written. And a lot of people hate it, but the people that get through it, a lot of them really love it. This is actually a book that I got a library copy of when I was in high school, and I carried it around and I thought it was so fucking cool, but I never actually finished it. So I really want to do that in my lifetime. Then I got The Turn of the Key by Ruth Ware. This was like everybody's favorite thriller in 2019 or 2020. It looks just like your basic thriller, but judging by everyone's excitement toward this, I feel like there's gonna be a huge twist. So I'm excited. And then I got all of Emily St. John Mandel's books. I originally got this book at Costco. I actually might have already shown you this. It's Sea of Tranquility, but I was watching a few people's reviews and they said that you should probably read her other books, where you can totally read it like without having read them and you'll be fine, but that you'll get a lot more out of it if you read these books. So I know that Station 11, everyone was freaking out because she wrote this before COVID, but it was kind of like COVID-esque. It's about a plague or virus or something. And this, I have no idea what it's about. However, I've heard that there are actually characters that were in this, that are in this. And this is kind of, there's a character that's kind of based on the author. The character wrote a quarantine plague book. And so I think it would be appropriate to understand the context there. I think that is it. Let me just take a glance around. Oh yeah, I think you saw in one of my videos that I got Book of Night by Holly Black. And I got, oh, you can't see that. I don't want to get it out, but it's Christina Lauren's Wilder. I think I'm gonna give it away without reading it, just because everyone's reviews have kind of been lackluster. And I wasn't even a fan to begin with, really. Oh, actually, I also got Jennifer Egan's A Visit from the Goon Squad. I've been seeing the Candy House book on my library nonstop, so I wanted to read the first book in the series. And I think that's it. How many books was that? 1, 2, 4, 35. Jesus, that's embarrassing. Okay, guys, thank you for watching as always, and I will see you in the next video. I have a vlog coming up eventually. I haven't been wanting to read because I got sick, but today's the day. I'm gonna start again. See you later.